Because of the manner in which the data privacy around Facebook played itself out, for a while Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg became the bad boys of big tech. In the manner in which Elon Musk has taken over Twitter, turned it into X, do you think Elon Musk's actions make all of you at Meta look far more statesman-like, far more reasonable? In some ways, he's giving Meta and your company a new lease of life by making Meta cool again.
We don't spend too much of our time kind of looking over our shoulders at what other people are doing. What Elon Musk does is he's clearly a strong-willed character who's used to getting his own way. He's up to him. We focus on what we think is good for the billions of people who use our apps. And the wonderful thing is that more and more human beings around the planet are using our apps. I keep reading the papers, Facebook is something of the past. In fact, more human beings now use Facebook today than ever before. And look at particularly the initial popularity of Threads. There's a real appetite for people to try out new ways of communicating with each other, reaching out to friends and family, debating things that they care about. And look, whether it's on building the new computing platform, so that we're building the kind of hardware so that you can, instead of actually having to be with each other here physically as we are, if in the future
we could do it on the metaverse.
Yeah, in the future, you and I could walk in a virtual path. And by the way, because it already works like that, the sound technology is so good, you really do think you're breathing the kind of same air, even if you might be thousands of miles apart. Whether it's that, whether it's Threads, whether it's all the innovations on Facebook, whether it's all the kind of fun and delight on Instagram, we will continue to innovate to appeal to something which is very visceral to all of us, which is how to communicate as human beings.
On a lighter note, about that cage match, as somebody looking at it, what's your wager? Is that a metaphor?
Oh my gosh, I've only got one answer if it happens. Of course, Mark Zuckerberg will win, and he's super fit, and he's really into fitness. He's really into these sports, into Brazilian jiu-jitsu and MMA and so on. Yeah, but listen, I think I don't know. I don't do it myself, but I think a lot of this is about technique, not just about size. Whether it'll actually happen or not, I honestly don't know.
On the issue of innovation, one of the concerns, and I'm curious what your thoughts on this are, is a lot of what Meta has done of late, whether it's Reels, whether it's Stories, whether it is Threads, seems to have been taken from somewhere where you adopted the idea, scaled it up, gave it volume, made it successful. But it isn't genuine innovation in the way that OpenAI did, or maybe some of the things that we've seen with Apple and Google. How founded or unfounded is this? How do you respond to this?
I don't think that's right at all. I don't think anyone can say that Facebook itself is not been one of the most innovative technologies over the last decade and a half. Our huge investments now in building a new computing platform is something that we're pioneering in a way that nobody else is. And by the way, look, like car manufacturers will look at each other's products. The shirt you're wearing, your shirt manufacturer will be looking at other people. I mean, of course, people compare notes and see what is sort of moving and shaking in the market. But if you look at our big bets, whether it's our big bets on our social media platforms, whether it's our big bet on the metaverse, or indeed whether it's our long-standing investment in AI well before it became a major talking point. And just to give you an example of that, one of the foundational sort of technologies that everybody now in the AI industry uses is called PyTorch. That is something that Facebook engineers and researchers came up with. It's one of the foundational AI libraries, if I can put it like that everybody uses. So, look, I think you can both innovate whilst at the same time, of course, look at how people use technology as it evolves, and then evolve yourself, and that's exactly what we do as a company.